Hey guys, another weekend, another set of chores to do. Hey guys, I'm down in the garden this weekend doing some chores. There's always chores to be done. Nate's really thrilled about all the chores to do and all the work, so that's great. Nate's working hard on the irrigation. He's almost done with the raised bed garden as far as the piping, and then he will have to run all the drip line and also do the in-ground garden. So still quite a bit to do, but he's working hard on that. So come along and see what today looks like for us. Not bad. I am going to put some more asparagus crowns in this year. We won't be able to harvest from those just yet. But yeah, but I definitely want to get a few more crowns going. I'm planting some cucumbers here. It's a variety called homemade pickles, and it has great disease resistance and produces a huge harvest. So I'm very excited about cucumbers this year. So last year when you entered the garden, I had some queen lime zinnias in here. Didn't have the blackberry bushes, but I'm gonna go ahead again and plant those zinnias because they are so beautiful. So we're taking a chance that we won't get another frost. I decided to also sow some orange king calendula seeds here with these blackberries. Nate spent most of his day fooling with this PVC pipe and getting all of those set up for my beds for drip irrigation. I also thought you guys might want to see our pigs. These are our 4-month-old Berkshire pigs, and the kids are just getting them their second feeding of the day. They are ready to be processed, and we do that ourselves here. But because of all the irrigation and everything going in right now, we're just kind of behind. The temperatures are warming up, and we are just a bit concerned that we may not be able to get these guys processed before it warms up even more. Sometimes when you're processing these animals, flies can be a real issue, so we're sort of trying to work through that. I also thought today that I might try to get some of my sunflowers in. I'm just gonna do one of my packets. I have some more up at the house, but I just wanted to try and maybe get an early start on these guys. I'm going to do them in my last row here. This row is showing the highest contamination of herbicide still, and I think it's because the water sort of trickles down because this has a slight decline on it. So sunflowers are supposed to be good at getting rid of toxins and things, so we'll see. Although I do have a few volunteers here that popped up. Those aren't looking so great, but we're going to try to sow some of these. So here are some of those volunteer sunflowers that I told you guys about. I know for sure that these are sunflowers, and I'm pretty sure that these guys are too. You can see a little bit of kind of disfiguration in the leaves. Yeah, this guy looks pretty rough too, but these guys look okay. So I don't know, this one also looks okay. But then I have this guy here. He looks pretty rough, and I'm pretty sure these are sunflowers. This is pretty much where I harvested them last year, so I'm sure I dropped a lot of seeds, but we'll see. And I'm going to show you one of the garlics that I'm pretty sure has been affected by the herbicide, and that's this guy right here. You can see that it has multiple offshoots and just a bunch of growth. Typically your garlic should look like this with just that one stalk. But this herbicide kind of confuses the plant and just goes crazy with the growth hormone. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's affected. So I'm just prepping this bed by raking back the wood chips, and then I'll come back and make sure there's no weeds or anything in there. The variety that I'm planting today is called a mammoth gray striped sunflower. They can get up to 12 feet tall, and they have flowers that are 8 to 12 inches across with really large seeds. So my plan for these is for eating for us as well as for the livestock. Now I'm planting them here in the row that is furthest to the right because anything that I plant shades everything to the right. So my sunflowers are my tallest crop, so I need those in this location. To the left of that, I'll end up planting some corn. And here I was voluntold to get all of these wood chips out from underneath the PVC pipe. We're going to end up covering this with wood chips, so we wanted to make sure that the PVC was at the lowest level possible. My oldest daughter was making a garden of her own today off the other side of the chicken coop. She wanted to plant some wildflowers and some things there, so she put that together all by herself, and she's just showing me her work here. She did a great job, and I'm really proud of her. This is a part of the property that I really haven't shown you guys yet, and that's my medicinal herb garden. We have it right off of the chicken coop. It's pretty close to the house. So I plant most of my medicinal herbs here and some culinary herbs just because they're close to the house. And then I also have some really large pots that I like to do some cherry tomatoes in for salads and things that we can just run out and grab. So I've got a little bit of cleaning up to do here. I've got some weeding and some raking, and I need to add in some more wood chips to the path. So I love this garden. I've kind of neglected it up until now, but I know I'm getting to the point where I need to plant things out. So I'm just weeding it here. And what I have in there right now are some hollyhocks. I have yarrow. There's also some hyssop and some echinacea, as well as some holy basil that's starting to come back. So I actually have way too much yarrow here, so I'm going to end up taking out a few of those plants. And this year I'm going to be planting some calendula up here. I'll also be doing some peppermint and lemon balm for teas. I love the echinacea for its tinctures for immune boosting. I love to have yarrow on hand, although I am taking it out here, but I will leave 2 plants. But I love yarrow because it's a styptic, which means that it stops bleeding quickly, and having young kids around, that's super helpful. This herb garden was built the exact same way that our in-ground garden was built. Basically just cardboard with dirt and compost on top of it. So I don't have a really thick planting area here. So we're top dressing with just some extra soil that we had on the property. And I'm just using a 5-gallon bucket here. Luckily the kids came to help me, and everybody had a break for lunch, and the kids actually finished up getting all of this soil in there for me so that I could focus on raking it out. We finished it up by adding some more wood chips to the path so that you can walk through and harvest things easily, and there it is, all finished. It looks so amazing from before and after, so I was really glad to have that done. Now, while I was doing this, most of the kids were working on another project, which was taking a bunch of plants that we had around our little pool here, and they were getting the dead ones and throwing those in the compost and putting the live ones in a different area. And then they said that they wanted to get the pool ready. So inside, you're gonna see a picture here in just a second. It is really gross and filled with algae. But by the end of the day, they had this thing sparkling clean. They really impressed me. I guess they're ready to swim this year. And we finished up the day by giving Titan a bath. He was out with us all day and he got pretty muddy and he needed a bath anyway. So he actually really doesn't like baths. I didn't have my microphone in here, but if I did, you would have heard his teeth chattering even before I got him wet. He literally shakes during a bath. He's such a baby, but he loves to be dried off afterwards. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video of what we did this weekend and got accomplished. We're really excited about everything that we got done. We really worked together as a team this weekend, and super proud of the kids. So thank you all for watching.